Hello, everyone. Happy New Year. It's the first Workshop Wednesday of 2026. We're already 7 days in. That's crazy. Today's the 7th, right? Yep. So yesterday, the mini catalog went live. So there's a bunch of exciting things in here. The holiday catalog finished on the 5th, so you can't order that one from anymore, but we have this one. There's a lot of fun things in here, exciting. I have a bunch of classes already up my sleeve. You guys know I've been using these dies a lot. I wasn't able to show you the inside of the catalog, but today we're using Sweet as Bugs. This was not on my radar at first. Oh, let me refresh my iPad so I make sure that I can see any comments. So we're using the Sweet Bugs, kind of pretty much everything on here. We're gonna use the stamp set, the dies, the epoxy shapes, the Rick Rack ribbon, and the designer series paper. So this is page 43 on the catalog. If you need a catalog still, let me know. I sent them out, but you know, with the holidays and everything, it seems like all the mail's delayed. I'm still waiting for some stamps that I ordered a long time ago. Yesterday or the day before, I got a package that I had ordered since December 12th. So anyway, a few more announcements. Don't forget to share my video. When you share my video, you're entered into a prize drawing. This week I have an embellishment pack. They're all brand new. They're retired, but they're all brand new. So share my video, comment that you shared my video so that I can enter your name into a drawing. So I have made some changes to my Let's Create Craft kit. So this kit is going to be monthly. It's a monthly subscription, and each month I will choose a bundle and I will create the projects for you. So it's I do the designing, the creating of the projects. You'll get all your supplies. All you have to do is put them together. I make it easy peasy. So you normally have to subscribe by the 7th of each month. Today is the 7th, but because I've been so busy and haven't gotten my emails out and stuff, I'm going to extend this until Sunday. So if you've already subscribed, you will just automatically be every month. If you haven't subscribed, you can still subscribe up until the 7th. So let me show you the projects for this month. This month we're going to use the Valentine Kisses bundle, so stamp set and dies. And I've created some cards. So here's one card. This one, it comes out like this. And this one is a fancy fold, and it holds a gift card. So if you want to give somebody, your sweetheart, something, a gift card. And then this one is actually a card and a treat holder. I haven't gone to the store to get any Valentine's treats. When I created these, Valentine's wasn't even out. It was all still Christmas. And this is another treat holder. But again, I don't have any treats to go in it. The next time I go to the store, I will look for Valentine's treats. But these are going to be your 5 projects. So let me show you how your package is going to come. So if you like getting a surprise every month in the mail, here's your chance. So this is the box, and every month you're going to get at least $20 or more in Stampin' Up! Products. So this month you're going to get the designer series paper, you're going to get the ribbon, the embellishments, and the doilies, a half a pack. So all of that is going to be in your box, and then you're going to have your project packets. So there's 5 projects. Every month you'll get 5 projects. So like, for example, this is the packet to, where's that card? I already lost that card. To this one. So you're going to have to use the bundle. You're going to need the bundle to put your projects together because you're going to have to stamp your, I cannot send stamped images, but I give you all the paper, and then you're going to use your Stampin' Up! Product on your projects as well. So each month, that's what your kit is going to look like. I mean, similar. You're going to get the product, you're going to get your project packets, and you're going to get the full PDF tutorial to show you how to put them together. Plus, on the tutorial, there's going to be a video link, and you can click on the link, and you can watch me put these projects together for you. So again, it is a monthly subscription. You can cancel at any time. The cost is $45 a month. That includes the shipping to you and everything. And like I said, you could cancel anytime you want. And everything's done through PayPal. So PayPal will just, once you register, they'll automatically charge you each month. And next month, just to let you know, next month is going to be the bundle that I'm showing you today. So cute, or Sweet Bugs. I keep wanting to call it Cute as Bug, but that's because the designer series paper is called. There was something else I was going to tell you, but I can't remember. So that's the Let's Create Craft Kit that you could subscribe to. I guess that's it. There was something and all of a sudden I lost my train of thought. I do that a lot lately. So today, since it's a new year, we're going to make our calendar. And this one just stands up like so. I've made the ones that look like a card and an easel. And this one is it's different. It stands up differently. And like I said, these guys weren't on my radar at first, but look how cute they are. So before I forget, because I know I'll forget, I order the calendars from Tailored Expressions. So they're just mini tear-off calendars if you want to take a screenshot or something, but that's Tailored Expressions. I can put the link on the PDF tutorial, but that's where I get my calendar from. And if you want the desktop calendar PDF, just join my email. So I could still link this before I send it out. I can link the Tailored Expressions link onto the PDF. All right, so shall we get started? This, let me show you these dies. There's 22 dies. So I cut out every one of them so that I can see what they are. This new packaging is a little tricky, but I wanted to cut out look at the little berries and the little dragonfly, snail, butterfly. Cute, cute. There's 22 dies. So some of these you can see you stamp. These others, they don't have the stamps. We're going to use the mushrooms today. We're going to use the cricket, the ladybug, and the bumblebee. I think that is it. So I've already pulled the stamps out so you can see the stamps that match the dies. These little guys are cute. So again, this is on page 43 in the new catalog. So our card, let's start with our card base. So our card base is a basic, I don't even have my there. I don't even have my own instructions. So it's a basic, well, not really basic, because this is 8.5 by 5 1/4. So let me see, 8.5 and 5 1/4. Normally it would be 5 1/2. Ooh, all of a sudden I have to sneeze and sneeze. I got a tickle in my nose. I sneeze and yawn at the same time. Okay, so now we're going to score the long side, which is the 8.5 side. Let's move this blade out of the way. Today I was supposed to score and I cut on another project I was working on. So we're going to score this at 1 inch, 4 1/4, and 7.5. All right, and then that's all the scoring we are going to do. So I'm not sure if I should, well, let's go ahead and burnish these. I was gonna say, I don't know. So this, you're just gonna, the 1.5, kind of fold it in half. And then these ones are gonna go outward. So we can burnish those, although we have to do our designer series paper and it's easier to do it flat. So let's go ahead with our trimmer. And this paper is so cute. Those little ants, this just reminds me of the, and that's the one that we're gonna use. Let me see if, I don't know if we could use this piece, but look at how cute. And those dies will cut out some of these little critters on the, let me just take it out of my, I can't get it out. Huh, it's stuck. Of course on live video, so, but you can use your dies to cut these little critters out too. Here's some pieces that are, you can already cut and make cards with. Just a bunch, and then they have different patterns on the back, which we are going to use this one, I thought. But I must have it cut already. I think I bought a couple of packages of this paper. So let me find where where's it? Okay, let's try and use this one. If not, we'll use this one. See, you could tell I have all kinds of scraps already. I did buy a couple of packages. Anyway, we're gonna use this pattern here. Just, we only need like a 7/8 of an inch, I believe. All right, let's get this out of the way. Oh, and people ask me where I get these plastic envelopes. I get these from scrapbook.com. Yes, I do sell Stampin' Up, but I do use other people's storage products and stuff, but mostly everything is Stampin' Up. But I get those from scrapbook.com, and they have, I'm gonna check and see if there's any comments. I don't wanna miss anybody's comment. All right, so back, hi, and Margaret, thank you. Glad you like the cards. Okay, so now this designer series paper is gonna be 3 1/8 by 5 3/8. So 5 3/8 this way, 5 3/8. Boy, I feel like I haven't done a video in a long time, but yet I've started my Fun Fold Fridays. So you guys have to join me this, well, I'm not doing live yet, and especially this Friday, I have a funeral. So I will have a pre-recorded video for you, and I'm doing Fun Fold cards. I gotta sneeze again. Oh, excuse me. Oh, sorry about that. Oh my gosh. So I will post a video for you at 12 o'clock right here on my Facebook page, and then it'll be posted to YouTube as well. Okay, so back to here, 3 1/8 by 5 3/8. So we got 5 3/8, and now 3 1/8. And this one, I'm gonna have to cut a different. This is, oh my goodness, my nose. I don't know why all of a sudden. Okay, so 3 1/8. I'm getting distracted because my nose is tickling me. I need to measure this again. This is 5 1/4. So then that means this is going to be 5 1/8. I'm going to have to fix that. 5 1/8, not 5 3/8. 5 1/8 and 5 1/8. Or you know what? I did something totally wrong. Oh my gosh, you guys. This is 5 1/4 by 8 1/2. Okay, we're gonna go with So I think this is actually, I made this shorter. It's supposed to be 5.5. Ay. So in my instructions, I say to lay this flat, and then I tell you to put one on right side up and then one upside down. And the reason is because when we do our fold, then it's going to be the right direction. So when you read my directions and you're going, huh, upside down. So one of them has to be upside down and one has to be right side up. Okay. So I am going to use my seal. I'm like so messed up. And if we have time and you guys don't mind, or should I just do it correct from the beginning? I think I should. I'm going to do this and then I will make this as something else. I'm sorry. I'm so distracted. I've been sneezing all day and knock on wood, I haven't got sick. I hope you guys haven't got sick. There's a lot of people getting sick though. I'm going to get another piece of cardstock. And if you join me next week for Workshop Wednesday, I have a Get Well kit. It's super cute, and I will show you. Okay, so let's go back. This is 8.5 already by 5.5. How did I not catch that? Let me get that blade out of the way. Okay, we're going to score the long at 1, 4 1/4, and then 7.5. You know what? I think I'm hungry too. I haven't had no dinner, so let's cut this. So 3 1/8 again. Now this is the right measurements, and I'm pretty sure this is what's in my instructions. 3 1/8 by 5 3/8, and then again by 5 3/8. So it's the 2 notches before the half. Okay, I think we are back on track. So let me get this other that we're going to use, and let's see what side should I cut. I'm going to cut this side because since this is no, actually, I think I need to go this way because of the way the leaves go. So it's just if you want to use these ones, but I'm going to go, what did I tell? It's 7/8. I knew it was 7/8. Did I have you guys all confused? Because I'm confused. So 7/8 by 5 3/8. The 2 notches before the half. And I probably could have picked a different pattern, but I like these leaves. I'm trying to make them kind of like they're the grass on our calendar. All right. Okay, so I haven't burnished these yet. We'll do it after we are. Okay, so fold in half, and then remember these 2 are gonna go out like so. All right. So lay it flat again. So like I said, you can burnish it after. 1 goes right side up. 1 goes upside down when it's facing you. Okay, and these little pieces are going to go here at the bottom, like so. All right, since I have my seal, let's put these on. I'm usually using glue. I don't use seal too often. I've been using this little sweet bug set quite a bit. It's funny how, you know, when I first seen the catalog, I was like, I don't think I'll be using that one, but here I am. It's going to be my Let's Create kit next month, and I have some cute projects for that one. Like I said, if you guys want to just do a trial and try my Let's Create kit for 1 month, you can subscribe and then cancel. I'm doing this upside down. My nose is starting to tickle again. Like I said, I hope I'm not getting sick. There's just a lot of people getting sick. I got my flu shot, so hopefully that is going to help me. And like I said, next workshop Wednesday, I'm going to be making a get well kit. Okay, so now there is our card base. So I'm just going to put a couple, 3, and adhere that down. Ta-da! So let's move that aside and move along, since I've already distracted us so much. Trying to get all my pieces out. We are going to stamp all of our little bugs in Memento. So we got our ladybug. And then cute reading a book. Our bumblebee. I probably stamped these close. There is a little water pail like you could put in his hand and he can be watering. I didn't choose to use that. Okay, so we're going to color these guys in with our good old Stampin' blends. And our ladybug is going to be Poppy Parade. Okay, this is light. I think I'm going to use dark Poppy Parade. And I went with Poppy Parade because that's the color in the designer series paper. Otherwise, my ladybug probably would have been red. And then the body, I'm going to use light black. This happened to me the other day when I was doing one of my videos. So let's do his belly. And this is light. I'm not using the dark. So on his face, I'm going to use dark. And I'm just going to go around and color it. Yes, you can't really see him, but you know the trick to that is we're going to use the color lifter, and we're going to lift some of the something has got me all messed up. We're going to use the color lifter. See how it's lightened his face up? And that is that. So let's do the bee. I'm like so confused. All because my sinuses just, of course, they had to flare up right when I'm getting ready to do my video. So we're going to do the body with dark Daffodil Delight. And then we're going to do the face and the wings. We're going to do, let me see, what did I do? Light, light, and then I'm going to do some dark in there. You can do it all one color if you choose. Dark and dark. So he's a little different. And then he's a cricket. I think he's a cricket, but I'm going to do him in Cajun Craze. He's a cricket or he's a grasshopper. What do you guys think he is? I'm saying he's a cricket. But I think you could do him green. I should have looked on the designer series paper, huh? And that would maybe tell us what color I could color him. But you know, you can color your bugs any color you want. We want cute bugs, we can make them pink. And so these colors kind of look almost the same. I think I'm going to do the same with his face. We'll color it in with the light, but then we're going to use some color lifter. And I showed you, you know, there's another way that you can do color lifter. Is like, I could have put some color just in his face, like in the center of his face. We could have used the color lifter and kind of brushed it out to give it some light color. This guy looks like he might need to be lightened up a little bit. You could always use smoky slate as well. And you know what? I forgot my, I think on my sample was Flirty Flamingo. I tell you, I act like I haven't done a video since last year. We'll just color his book in Flirty Flamingo. All right. So now we can cut all of these little guys out with the matching dies. Like I showed you, there's 22 dies in this set. So there's quite a bit. All right, so let's put, here's our little, no, he's over here, our cricket. I'm gonna tape all these down since I have so many. And then we're gonna cut some mushrooms to be, let's put that piece of tape. Sorry, my arm keeps going right in front of the camera because I gotta reach over to grab my dies. And then the mushrooms, we're gonna do, I can only do one at a time, but this is the large mushroom. There's one smaller. And let's die cut these. Those guys. There's our mushroom. And now we're going to cut the mushroom again in basic beige. Okay, and move this out of the way. Okay, so let's get all our pieces. There is, oops, our mushroom. There goes our cricket, our bumblebee, or I guess a bee, and our ladybug that's reading a book. He's kicking back, relaxing, reading a book. Okay, so we're going to cut the stem off of this Cajun craze. Right, there's a little line there. So you could actually just follow that line, cut it off, and we're gonna glue it to the top here. I'm gonna get my silicone mat so I don't get glue on my paper, and then everything will stick. So this one's pretty easy. You can put glue on the mushroom here, since this is just gonna fit perfectly right over the top because it's the same mushroom. Okay, we'll let that glue. So grab the trimmer again because we're gonna need our backing for our calendar, which is 2.5. Let's go 3 1/4. So 3 1/4 long, or width, and what did I say? 2.5. 2.5. Okay, and we're just gonna get our calendar and we're gonna glue him right on here. This usually, oh, these calendars, they come in a pack of 10, I believe. So I make them for friends and family. They look forward to them every year. They're like, oh, they're the perfect size to put like right in my kitchen or right on my desk. There's so many different ways to do them. Even though I had my calendar class, so I'm gonna let that kind of dry a little bit. Here's our mushroom. Let's get the silicone mat out of the way. So my instructions are right. Even though I cut my first one wrong, I cut it at 5.5. So we're just going to center this right like so, and we'll glue that back on. Glue it. You know, it is funny. I catch myself doing my instructions like that a lot, where it's 5.5, but I'll write 5.25. Like, why did I do that when I know it's 5.5? So we're going to put dimensionals on all of these guys. Put some small ones towards their heads, I guess. Because I don't know why I grabbed the minis. I still got glue on my fingers. So the ladybug, the cricket. Oh, I know I grabbed the minis because I got to put them on the mushroom. See? I'm going to put that one. If I can get it out of my nails. And do I have any more? Nope, I'm going to have to cut some little pieces to put along the stem, which actually probably works out better. But the minis will fit on the stem as well. I just did my nails today, so I'm not sure why. Everything's sticking to them. All right, so our mushroom is going to go here on the left of the calendar. Bunch of little backings. It's right like so. And our cricket is gonna sit right here below the mushroom. Our bumblebee is gonna be flying over here to see what day it is. And then our ladybug, like I said, he's just chilling, reading a book. He don't care what day it is. Okay, so now we have all of those. Now we're going to use this fun rickrack. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to put a strip of seal across the center. I don't think it took it at first. And you can use glue, you can use tear and tape, and we're just going to put this rickrack, right? And it's okay that this is shredding because, again, we want it to look like grass down here. This is our grass, see? And then now we're going to stamp our sentiment. I think, let's see if this is going to be big enough. I needed it to go longer. Let me see if I can, I'm sure I have plenty of paper around here, but this quite isn't long enough. I'll use this scratch paper. I'm still using all this scratch paper. And spread joy. And we're gonna trim this down. This is actually supposed to be 3/4 inch by 2, but I made that way. So let's trim this down 3/4 inch. And then it says by 2. Those are my instructions. I should follow my own instructions. So now we're going to use these cute little epoxy shapes. We got some ladybugs, so we're going to put our ladybug right here. Spreading joy. Oops. We're going to get our dimensionals. Can you tell I'm using all my scrap paper up? I printed so many calendars that got messed up, and this is like thick cardstock. It's the good stuff. All right, so then we're just going to put that right in the center of our card. And then we are going to add some of these, the clear dots. I don't know why I insist on using that little pokey thing instead of using my gummy side here. So we're going to put a large one in the middle and then 2 small ones on the side, the putty side of my take your pick tool. All right, so that is it. Sorry about my confusion at the beginning, but there's our desktop calendar. And I hope you guys like it. Okay, do you want a sneak peek of next week's project? I told you it's a Get Well kit. And I'm using one of our bundles that's on Last Chance. I think it's Last Chance, but the wishing some. So anyway, this is Wishing You Well. This is those new dies that I'm using. The I can't think of the name, but you open it up and it's got Kleenex. I had to pull the Kleenex out of my purse. I do have a new roll for new package for next week. A chapstick and some tea. And so it's just a little Get Well book, or Get Well kit, I should say. So this will be next week's workshop Wednesday, so be sure and join me. And be sure and check out my Fun Fold Friday card. It's a goodie. All right, everybody, you have a great week, and I will see you, well, pre-recorded video on Friday, and then I will see you live next Wednesday. Bye, everybody.